Only on Fox. If it hasn't happened to you, it probably has to your friends or your relatives, suddenly out of a job due to the economy. Getting a resume together, though, is usually the first step in a job search, but it's not always easy paring down your job experience to 1 or 2 pages. So some people are turning to professionals to help them polish off a dusty resume. Your resume. More than just words on paper. What you put on and what you leave off could be the key to landing your next job.
And that's why I'm in business, I guess.
Barbara Erlob writes resumes for a living.
Yeah, it's been really exciting. I've done every occupation that exists, I believe. Experienced in it.
The owner of AAA Resume Service, she's been swamped lately, putting together resumes for people who suddenly found themselves out of a job.
I was in no shape. I was not ready at all to get back in the market.
I really needed help. I needed someone to say, this is what you need to do.
I was a little surprised at first, a little shocked.
You've seen the pictures of packed job fairs on the news, like this one in Glendale that drew a crowd estimated at 10,000. In a crowd like this, how do you stand out if you're this person or that person? Barbara says by making sure your resume is full of more than just facts and dates.
I incorporate who they are with the job that they're searching for and the experience that they've had and combine it all together to make a really dynamic resume.
It was night and day. It was night and day. And a lot of the people that I've already passed it off to have said, you know, this really is phenomenal looking. It's outstanding.
Keith Gutterson's one of her clients who found himself out of work after 10 years with Charles Schwab. He needed some professional help polishing his resume, hoping it will land him an interview.
I believe it comes down to the face-to-face, you know, really getting in front of somebody and showing your enthusiasm, you know, showing your willingness to work and giving a little piece of your personality.
Barbara gives personality tests to each client before she starts to get to know what they're really like.
I felt like she captured who I was. And the people that I've shown it to said, yeah, this is great. This is really who you are.
She charges $300 for her services, but offered us some free advice on building a better resume. Don't use form resumes. They look generic and they don't stand out in the pack. Use bold lettering here and there to highlight important points. Don't use words like I, me, or we. Do use good adjectives to describe what you do.
I was just basically told that I was laid off.
Nicole Nugent also joining the ranks of the recently unemployed. She spends her days online sending out resumes.
On a good day when there's a lot of posts, at least 50 to 75 times a day.
She put it together on her own, since she tailors it to the job she's applying for.
I definitely change my resume around daily, sometimes several times a day, depending on what I'm responding to.
She says she'd consider professional help, but not for hundreds of dollars.
I think that if it's within your means, it's definitely worth it. Any help you can get at this point is definitely worth it.
But no matter who puts your resume together, these days it's always a good idea to have one ready.
You never know just when, so being prepared is very helpful.
And here's another reason why it's important for your resume to stand out. Listen to this. Potential employers only spend about 7 to 20 seconds looking at your resume.